Welcome to Footprints Counselling Service. Interesting talks. Today's talk is how to train your brain to stay focused. As normal, like, share, leave comments on YouTube or on Facebook. Do subscribe to my channel and hit that button so you get notified every time one of my videos comes out. We all go through periods when it's hard to stay focused. In this talk, I hope to give you ideas on how to stay focused on whatever it is you need or want to achieve. Attention is the most precious resource we can leverage to actually get things done. The ability to focus intensely and for longer a period of time on an activity is undoubtedly essential to every person who wishes to attract abundance and results. Our brain is a very complex mechanism that often works without our awareness. Our subconscious mind, the deep place where all our memories, our feelings, our neuro associations are stored, can be our best friend or our worst enemy. No matter what goals, profession or work you're currently pursuing, a disciplined mind is critical for your success. For that reason, in today's post, I'm sharing 10 effective ways to train your brain to stay focused and productive. Try to pay attention and try to apply. Number 1, plan and visualize a few critical tasks each day. Our thoughts shape our reality. Why? Because our thoughts generate feelings, feelings lead to action, and action leads to results. As part of our morning routine, establish 1, 2, 3 critical tasks that must be done throughout your day. Don't just think of them as superficially, visualize them. Stimulate feelings you'll get after finishing each task. If you truly think about your day's success, your subconscious will do everything it can to turn your thoughts into a reality. 2, find your peak hours. Now, some people perform better during the day, while others do great during the night. To find your most productive hours, the peak hours, you should actively measure your productivity during these hours of the day. Try to pay attention to your energy, your thought patterns, your distractions, your motivation, and your moods while experimenting different work hours. Make sure you allow at least a week to establish these peak hours. So if you try to get your most important tasks done from, let's say, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., experiment with it for a week. Next week, focus your attention on critical tasks starting from, say, 10 a.m., ending at 12 p.m. 3, try to avoid multitasking. Now, multitasking has been proven to reduce cognitive abilities due to the fact that the brain can only truly focus on one task at a time. Even though multitasking can be beneficial in various situations, you should avoid it as much as you can whenever you deal with important tasks. Give your full attention to the task at hand to improve the quality, the speed of work. 4, treat your mind like a muscle. What do you do when you want to build muscles? You exercise. Not just once, but regularly. Training the brain to stay focused is a matter of practice. Every time you experience distracting thoughts, you have to acknowledge them for what they are. Time attention killers. Whenever you feel like you must stop work, you should push it a little bit further. If you have big trouble in focusing right now, you should try to work for 60 minutes. If you can't do that, then build up your levels of focusing gradually. For the first 2 weeks, try focusing for 20 minutes. Take a 5-minute break. Then again, in 2 months, you should be able to stay focused for the full 60 minutes and get a lot of things done. 5. Build willpower and discipline. Very few of us are making real decisions. A decision is a deal with your mind. And no matter what happens, your decision sticks. Therefore, when I say I should exercise, you should immediately replace the should with I must. Otherwise, the brain won't take your intent seriously and it won't care to help you. Willpower and self-discipline are two related traits that should be developed at the same time. Your willpower is the fuel for your actions. Your discipline is your ability to go past intrusive thoughts, i.e. your comfort zone, your laziness. Here's what few people tell you. These skills require constant practice. Building them is not easy and giving up is not an option. 6. Acknowledge your need to avoid pain to gain pleasure. When we do something, we do it because we seek pleasure or we want to avoid pain. Think about it. When students must do their homework, what do? They procrastinate because their subconscious mind's signaling them incoming pain. When the deadline is closer, they'll take action to avoid the pain of receiving a bad result or a bad grade. Take this example, synchronize it with your life. Every time you want to focus on a task, acknowledge the immediate response. Are you trying to avoid pain or are you looking for pleasure? When you become the observer, you'll be able to be in charge. 7. Avoid distractions. You can't train your brain to stay focused unless you ensure your external environment also lacks distractions, i.e. your phone, for example, should never disturb your attention. Turn off the notifications. Say no when somebody interrupts you. And be committed to cut off every possible distraction around you. 8. Leverage the power of habits. If you build an empowering habit, you'll no longer have to use motivation and willpower to become focused. Your mind will recognize the pattern and will make your job easier for you. For example, when you brush your teeth or wash your face in the morning, you're doing it automatically without any significant amounts of focus or energy and motivation. Building productive habits is like teaching your brain how to behave at different yet specific times. 9. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness implies self-awareness. Practicing mindfulness is nothing more than focusing your entire attention on the here and now, on the present moment. Your present thoughts, your feelings, the environment that surrounds you. You can focus on your breath, your heartbeat, whatever you choose. It doesn't matter what you focus on. As long as you're in the here and now, your mind is present. You can practice mindfulness in various situations while reading a book, working, studying, or even washing the dishes or walking in the park, and so on. When your focus is prioritized on what's happening, you'll perform better in most situations. 10. Become sovereign. Sovereignty is the practice of aligning your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. Most people lack sovereignty, which means their emotions aren't in harmony with their thoughts, neither with their actions. I'll give you an example. If you want to read a book today, but you instantly feel that that book is going to be boring, you'll never actually read that book. However, if you think there's something in that book that you might be able to get something positive out, the feelings or reactions that will change your mind, you will read that book and it won't be difficult. If you're aware of this, you can easily implement it. As a result, staying focused on your responsibilities and your work will become a piece of cake. Some of the takeaways from this talk. Improving your mind is everything until you let yourself be carried away by your thoughts. Immediate pleasures, fear, pain, you will experience if you go through that. As they say, you reap what you sow. This refers to the universal effect of cause and effect principle, which suggests that every thought and feeling and experience, every action you take will generate an effect, either good or bad. It's totally up to you. Now, as I've said in the beginning of this talk, most people find it difficult to stay focused on things for lengths of time. So if you practice building up from, say, 20 minutes a time and taking a break, then going to 30 minutes and then 40 and then up to an hour, the amount of things that you can achieve within 1 hour of serious concentration, focus on one particular topic or subject, what you want to work on, you will see great benefits start to reward yourself. So, as normal, like, share, leave comments. Do comment on YouTube. I could do with some more comments on YouTube. Feedback, if there's something else anybody wants me to talk about, which somebody gave me this today that they're struggling on focusing, please do let me know. But for now, I would wish you goodbye. Try your best to stay positive and enjoy the week ahead.